Cancer Leos, welcome into your Leo season tarot reading here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle. For anyone new to the channel, welcome in. For those of you returning, welcome back. And special shout out to all my channel members tuning into this message early and ad free. I love you all so very much, and I thank you for your love and support. It truly means the world to me. If you want to join the membership here on the channel for early access to new readings plus bonus readings, you can join at the link in the description box below. All right. Interesting. I was getting a song for you here, Cancer Leos, Waiting in Vain by Bob Marley. Someone feels like they've been waiting, or it could be you. Someone in this energy feels like they've been waiting in vain for some sort of offer, for some sort of opportunity, relationship, connection. And it almost feels like whoever this is kind of over it, like kind of tired, kind of done, no longer wants to be patient when it comes to whatever this is. There's also a heavy South Node influence on you right now, Cancer Leos. And the lunar nodes are about to shift, I believe, at the end of this month. Probably shifting around the time that this drops publicly, okay? So shout out again to all the channel members getting this info early. It almost feels like that could be the lesson, waiting in vain. Holding a certain amount of patience or stillness, or for some of y'all, this could have to do with religion, like having a whole bunch of faith, but not actually working in the 3D for faith to kind of work for you. So something being one-sided when it comes to maybe your relationship with the divine. Maybe you've been praying, or someone's been praying in this energy for the divine to show up. I was getting really intense energy around a 10 of Cups and a 10 of Pentacles. It's like, when is that timeline, that life gonna happen for me, right? And some of y'all are in a South Node influence where I would probably say you might be waiting in vain. You might not be doing the deep introspective work that you need to do in order for that timeline to be your reality. So kind of waiting and expecting something to come without actually aligning yourself with what you're wanting. That could be a bit of a deeper shadow that might come up here during Leo season, because it almost feels like somebody wants the universe to do like 90% of the work and then only do 10, when it's more or less a 50-50. So somebody got to up their effort by 40% so that the universe can actually meet you halfway. Because again, asking for something to be a part of your world, be a part of your life, like wanting some sort of reality, but not being internally aligned with it, is what's going to keep it away from you. It's going to feel like it's repelled from you, or it's running from you, because there's not an alignment there, okay? Some of y'all might be waiting on a specific person to come in and bring this 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Like it feels like you're waiting to hear from somebody. You're waiting to talk to someone. Or someone's waiting to hear from you. Somebody could be watching you here, Cancer Leo, waiting on a signal from you in some way. I don't know. They have some sort of like language in their mind around you. Like, oh, when Cancer Leo does this, that means this. So this is somebody who maybe pays really heavy attention to you. But I'm getting that, it could be waiting in vain in the sense of like waiting for the perfect time when there is no such thing. Well, okay, let me scratch what I just said, rewind that. There is a such thing as perfect timing, but it's almost like someone's waiting for the right moment. And that moment is something that you create. It's not something that comes without your effort and your intention. Okay, so someone's definitely in a very receptive mode, where they more than likely need to be in a balance of both action and reception. Like Okay, yeah, and that could be what kicks into high gear or what shifts for somebody once the lunar nodes shift into Aquarius North Node and Leo South Node. Ooh, talk to me. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I can't make it up. Yeah, Page of Pentacles with the Lovers, Five of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Horseman of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Right. Somebody's waiting on wish fulfillment to be Amazon delivered. Which, I mean, I'm not mad at that. I get that. But not quite how the universe works. Somebody has to up their effort, up their energy, become a bit more stable and reliable for this Lover's energy to come in. Like I said, for some of y'all, it is like a 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. I want to be married. I want to have, and maybe not just marriage. I just want commitment. I want long-term partnership. I want this. I want that. I want. But you got the Five of Cups and the Nine of Cups. How can the Nine of Cups come in if you're still focused on the Three Cups that have already spilt out? It's like, oh, we're also under a Mercury retrograde right now as I'm recording this. So that makes a little bit more sense. Some of y'all or somebody connected to you, take it again only as it resonates, can't turn around and look at those two cups because what they wanted to have a 10 of Cups and a 10 of Pentacles with spilt out in the Three Cups. So it's like, I'm just going to stare at those cups until they turn themselves upright and get refilled, because that's where I want my 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups to come from. When you still have two cups behind you, which more than likely is going to lead you to that 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles energy, but someone doesn't want to turn around. Yeah, somebody feels like wish fulfillment should have came from those three cups at like yesterday. Somebody's a little impatient. Okay, but that impatience is a result of a lack of introspection, a lack of inner awareness. So maybe that's just the focus here. Tell me a little more. Yeah, come on now. Self-enlightenment, the Hangman, Neptune energy. Show me. Somebody has to see it from another way. Yeah, somebody doesn't want to take their eyes off the three cups that have already spilt over, because then that means that they're only down to two, and then that makes them feel like they're in lack, and then, you know, it's like a spiral that happens. But when that might not even really be the reality, if you do turn around and look at those two cups, you might actually find a better balance, because 2 is a number of balance. There's an imbalance when there's 5 cups. Just like there's an imbalance when there's 9. Although it is wish fulfillment, it can also be complacency. It can also be overindulgence. A little too attached to self in a way, where nothing and no one else can kind of come in and share in that energy. So maybe this is centered around the heart chakra for some of you. Well, Leo season, yeah, for sure. For sure with the heart chakra. Show me. Yeah, the Devil. Devil and the Lovers, two sides of the same coin. Somebody has to see the devil in those 3 cups that have spilt out. Because if you see the devil in the 3 cups that have spilt out, I guarantee you'll want to turn around and look at those other 2 cups. Somebody can't see that the 3 cups that spilt out aren't meant to be a part of their 10 of Cups. But okay. Show me this devil energy. Yeah, Tower. Okay. Yeah. It's like, but those were my favorite cups. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. But if you are seeking the Lover's energy, if you're asking the divine and the universe for Lover's energy, but you're focused on the devil, the Fool and the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune. Right. You want a new beginning. That's what somebody put a prayer up, and that prayer got answered, and it didn't get answered in a way that they thought. They thought it was going to further cement those 3 cups, and it actually knocked them over. Somebody didn't expect for those 3 cups to fall apart or fall over or spill out. So it's like, I take it back. I take it back. I don't want what I said I want. I want those 3 cups back up. But the thing is, when a Tower shows up, when the divine separates you from things, people, places, dynamics, relationships, contracts, whatever it might be, that's permanent, boo. There's really no going back. There's no going back. There's only really moving forward. And that's where I just heard dragging feet. Somebody's dragging feet around, moving forward. Okay. Yeah. But that new beginning you're praying for is on the other side of this wheel, but you got to be brave enough and courageous enough to ride that wheel. And in order to ride that wheel, it does require letting go. It requires letting your heart accept that whatever spilled out in those 3 cups, again, not meant to be a part of your 10. You'll get 3 more cups, 4 more cups, 5 more cups that are going to lead you to that 10. But whatever was in those 3 cups, it's not it. And that's a hard pill to swallow depending on the dynamics here. I get it, especially with the devil. Like, you really could have been super committed, super invested, super maybe even obsessed, or just focused. Because devil, I know, has the negative connotation, but it's just extreme focus and a sense of control. Maybe that's it. The 3 cups that spelled out were the 3 cups that were easier to control. The 2 cups behind you can't really control it in the same way. You gotta be in the lover's energy or with those 2 cups, which means there's any sense of equality, not superiority. Not that that's where your heart's at, but again, I feel comfortable when I'm in control. But when I can't really control, I can't really predict, I'm the one that has to go with the flow. Nah, I don't want to do that. Well, then you might want to maybe revise what you're asking the universe for, because what you're asking the universe for, this lover's energy, requires that. And that's okay if you want to change your mind and you don't want the lover's energy anymore. That's your prerogative. That's your free will. But just know, if you keep calling in the lovers, that's how that operates. And it's not going to bend to your will of wanting it to operate like a devil connection. That's not how that's going to work, okay? So show me the tower, the results of this tower for whoever this message is for, the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a different type of work, a different type of effort. Show me the Page of Pentacles. Thank you, the Emperor. So I could be talking about an emperor. I could be speaking to an emperor. You could be the Emperor energy watching. You could be connected to the Emperor. But control, again, Mars energy, which this is also Mars. So, okay. This Emperor, yeah, with the Knight of Swords. Like I said, the Emperor keeps calling out, I want the lovers, 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 I want the lovers. And every time they call out the lovers, 3 of their cups spill over. And it's like, no, I wanted the lovers with those 3 cups. But those 3 cups and the lover's energy do not mesh. And the universe isn't going to mesh those cups if they aren't meant to mesh, period. So again, you either change what you're asking for, or you step into what the divine is giving you an opportunity for. Your choice, your free will, no right or wrong, just your decision, okay? The Moon. The Lovers requires a certain level of intention and intuition that I feel like this Emperor is afraid of or scared of. There could be a lot of masculines that are about to start connecting with the Moon energy. I've been getting, if you are a member, remember, that had to be maybe like 4 to 5, maybe even 6 months ago. Remember when I kept channeling that the Moon was becoming masculine and the Sun was becoming feminine? There was a polarity shift between the Sun and the Moon. That's this. The Sun is becoming a feminine force. The Moon is becoming a masculine one. But I feel like maybe that's just this message. Masculine energy is starting to have to engage with their feminine principle in a way that is vulnerable, in a way that is uncomfortable, in a way that requires them to be a little different, to show up differently, to release and let go of control and dominance and devil energy. So there could be a lot of masculines that are ascending the devil. in Leo season. That's interesting. Leo season, sunshine, it being a more feminine force. Okay, so side note, if any of my members remember that reading, pin it down below if you can. I'm gonna go search for it too. It's okay, I'll probably end up finding it and pinning it, but show me the Five of Cups. That's important for somebody here. That could also be this Hanged Man enlightenment energy. Yeah, a polarity shift. So something about the lunar node shifting. South node being in Leo, it'll be Leo season. Okay, there's that. And the North node in Aquarius, Pluto being in Aquarius, it's the age of Aquarius. So you got to do something a little outside of the norm. Come out of the box of Capricorn. The rigid structure of Capricorn. Be the alien. I think we're going to be talking about alien energy for a while here. Okay, but the Seven of Pentacles, right. Holding on to those 3 cups is what's keeping someone stuck. Unable to really build beyond a ceiling, a cap. Okay, show me the wish fulfillment. What's the wish fulfillment in this energy? The 3 of cups. I can't make it out. I want those 3 cups though. Oh, this could be somebody trying to hold on to an old life and start a new one at the same time. Gotta let go of the old. You got to. Well, you don't have to, but if you don't want to be separated or pulled apart or split, you gotta let the old go. Or let the new go and just stick with the old and be okay with repeating the same energy over and over again if that's what you want. Okay, show me the Knight of Wands. Okay, Knight of Wands energy here, Divine. In this energy, what's the impulse? Impatience. Right. The world. Saturn. Like I said, somebody maybe just doesn't have the patience. Maybe that's the point. Leo season could be about building patience here for whoever's resonating with this message. Show me the Hangman. What's the enlightenment around the world? The strength. Right. Yeah. Deep down, somebody maybe doesn't feel strong without those 5 cups, without those 3 of cups maybe. Or it's like someone doesn't feel like they're strong enough to walk the new timeline, get on the new path, overcoming some sort of fear here. Someone's afraid to step into their higher self. I feel like I am talking about a masculine energy, regardless of gender. Ace of Swords. King. Bringing clarity to something. Someone's afraid to step into their higher self. Someone has gotten really comfortable in that devil energy, being the controller. Okay? Forcing or, forcing their will, forcing their way. Someone's getting a revamp in their solar plexus where they're somebody might not be able to really use their will in a way that they are used to anymore. And that's what's allowing this Tower to come through. It's a divine intervention. Show me the Tower. What's the Tower destroying here for this devil energy? The Sun. Wow. And the 6 of Wands, ego, solar plexus. I can't make it up. Right. For whoever this masculine energy is, it almost feels like the desire to win. I gotta have it my way. I need it to. If it's not my way, I don't feel like I'm winning. If it's not my way, then I don't feel successful. I don't feel safe if it's not my way. Which is a deeper root chakra energy distortion. But what I feel like this masculine energy maybe doesn't see fully is that the very thing that they're clinging on to and holding on to is the very thing that's weighing them down from actually having the joy, the success, the 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles energy that they claim they want. So you want the sun, you want success, you want the joy, you want the happiness, you want health and wealth and vitality, but you're holding on to everything that depletes you of that. So what do you really want? Because if your wish is to have those 3 cups upright, then the wish is to remain in devil energy, not ascend it, which would require a tower. Okay, show me the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Swords. It would require this masculine to work through some sort of heartbreak. It's almost like a chip on the shoulder that's grown a little too big. Gotta get some dip on that chip and eat it. Or you lose your arm. Kind of, you know what I mean? Like you lose functionality in your body when you allow that energy to weigh you down. That's what this masculine, whoever this is, has to realize. You're allowing that. It's not being forced onto you. You're allowing it. So something about these 3 cups spilling over feels like betrayal to this masculine. The Hierophant, come on now. It's like someone wants to be trusted. Trust seems to be a big thing here. Someone wants to be trusted with the sun energy. Someone wants to be trusted with the pentacle. Someone wants to be trusted with some sort of universal support. But the very thing that would grant them that trust, get them there, or is blocking them from getting them there is what they are wishing for, or like trying to hold on to, or trying to stay in 2 places at once. The Lovers is also a decision. This masculine energy has to make a decision around, I almost want to say, who they want to be. Because if you want to stay the devil, you could be the devil. That's your choice. You want to be in that energy, you don't want to ascend towards the sun, okay. But then if that's the choice you make, then again, the wish and the things that you ask of the universe has to be in alignment with that. You're not going to get to that star energy because you've made it known and you've made it clear that you are settling for the devil. Show me the Lovers with the Horseman of Swords next to this Hierophant. I just heard they say they want it, but they don't really mean it. I can't make it up. The 2 of Cups. It's like somebody screaming out they want real love, they want real love, they want a real partner, they want this, they want it, and da-da-da-da. But then all their actions show that they'd rather be the devil. They don't really want that. They just want control. So it's almost like it sounds good. It probably feels good to say. But the intention or the truth behind it is it's not, well, based off actions, choices, and decisions, it's not really what someone wants. So I almost feel like the universe is kind of tired of the boy who cried wolf energy that's going on right here. It's like, do you want the Lovers or do you not? Because what the universe will absolutely not do is continue to throw something that is in alignment with you and you to just pitch it back. Eventually it's going to stop coming. Somebody got to make up their mind. Someone has to find the courage to make up their mind. Show me the 5 of Cups with the 7 of Pentacles. But that could be it. They keep saying they want love, but the people that they choose to be in the 2 of Cups with, 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Keep them in the 5 of Cups. It keeps them in the 7 of Pentacles. It can't grow beyond a point. Yeah. So maybe this is a masculine learning how they actually work against what they want. Because they keep picking people or pouring into situations that they kind of almost know can't move past the 7 of Pentacles. They know eventually it's going to fall apart. They know that. And maybe there's some sort of comfort and safety in that. But that's self-sabotage. Show me the 9 of Cups with the 3 of Cups. This wish fulfillment around the 3 of Cups coming back. The 4 of Pentacles, right? Because the 3 cups that have fallen over don't require them to invest from a heart space. Maybe from a sacral space. Maybe even from a root space. Maybe even from a solar space, but not a heart space. Heart is a higher ascended energy. It's a part of the higher mind. The High Priestess Empress here in the Strength would be that representation of the higher mind. The Lion is your lower nature, your lower chakras, your solar, your sacral, your root. All the energy and frequency that lives in that register. You have to be willing to apply that same control over that to ascend up. For that Kundalini energy to make its way up. So that's kind of what has to happen for somebody here. But they're fighting against it. Yeah. Okay. Horseman of Wands with the World. Next to this 4 of Pentacles for Cancer, Leos in this energy. Okay. 6 of Cups in reverse. Temperance. Yeah. Somebody has to make peace. It's almost like the universe is waiting on you. It's your call. Again, we live in a co-creative world. The universe can only really, again, have that divine intervention. You got to be on the other side of that 50% for you to find that kind of alignment with universal energy. Not everybody does. Not everybody has to. Not everybody's meant to. But it's like the universe is waiting on you to make that choice and decision to move in the way and align in the way that you need to, so that they can bring you what you want. So again, it's like this would also then be an emperor that would say, oh, the universe hates me and everybody's against me. It's like, no, you're against yourself. The universe loves you. The universe is trying to bring it in. They have it for you. They're sitting there patiently tempering, just waiting on you. So maybe the deeper truth is there's a part of you that you hate about yourself, because it can't. It's not the universe. Show me the Hangman with the Strength. King of Wands. Yeah. It's like if somebody were to actually tap into their higher mind, they'd be such a freaking visionary, or they already are. Like there's so much talent and maybe there's so many gifts that can come out of this masculine if they actually operated out of their higher mind. But the truth is, I really do feel like the truth is they want to be the devil. Show me the devil with the Ace of Swords. What's the clarity? The 7 of Cups, right. Truth is, they like being mixed up in all that mess. I mean, that's the truth. It's like this is a masculine who could have a peaceful life, but they kind of choose a messy one. I mean, to each their own. Show me the Tower with the Sun next to this 7 of Cups. This could also be a masculine that again likes to have their options open. 5 of Wands. It's like they like it until it creates challenges and obstacles for them. This is a masculine that's trying to figure out how they can hold on to the 7 of Cups, but then also be in the sun. I want to hold on to the 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups, but I also want to be, I want to be the sun. I want to be in a higher energy, in a higher frequency. How? You gotta sacrifice. The hangman, that's a sacrifice. Gotta let something go. But well, the Emperor and the Hierophant, it feels like someone's very determined to, again, have it their way. Well, no, I don't have to let it go, and I can still be the Sun and also have it. And it's like, no. But again, if that's what this masculine wants to tell himself, that's on them, and that's between them and their higher power and whoever, and that's fine. But like, they just gonna keep being on the hamster wheel with the same process. The cup's gonna keep spilling over. Their money's gonna keep getting capped. It's like they might build and build and build, and then all of a sudden some bullshit come in, and now now they lose all that they build, and they gotta it's like it's something that this masculine is choosing. That's the truth. Whether they want to admit that or they see it that way or not. Show me the Three of Pentacles with the Three of Swords. They like to work with that Three of Swords. Again, it's the self-sabotage. It's someone's comfortable in the Three of Swords. They don't know who they are being that vulnerable and naked and free in the Sun. In truth, whoever this masculine is, their heart wouldn't be able to handle it. Because it really means you have to let the past go. You really have to be vulnerable. Like, you have to genuinely be free. But it's almost like this masculine really loves the comfort of confinement. They like being bound. Like I said, they like the devil energy. They feel safer. And yes, that might sound crazy, but psychologically, yeah, that can happen. It would be like being in the Sun would be too much of a challenge for them. Because they wouldn't be able to run back to the Three of Swords or run back into the Three of Cups or run back into the Seven of Cups for comfort. They would have to find new ways of comforting themselves from a healthier space. But sometimes people don't want to be healthy. Sometimes people want to be exhausted. They want to be ran out. It's like they feel better in that energy. When everything is dragging them down, and it's like an addiction, low-key. Somebody could be like addicted to drama. Addicted to things going wrong. Addicted to always having an obstacle to overcome. Addicted to having to like flex some sort of strength and prove themselves and climb and climb. It's like what they don't realize is a lot of what they've been through, they've created. It wasn't necessarily placed on their path. They created it to be a self-fulfilling prophecy of, I'm always going to be bound and I'm always going to be in the, it's like, that's what you say is what you'll have. And that's the crazy part. This is probably, Jesus, this is somebody who can tap into magician energy and manifest like crazy. But they have to recognize and acknowledge and hold themselves accountable for the chaos that they have manifested themselves. It wasn't necessary. It wasn't a part of their path. It's what they tacked on. But again, if I'm saying this, it's like, this is a mess, like, nah, like, it's like they're resistant to that. They're resistant to it. Okay. And hey, that's okay. Three of Pentacles with the Three of Swords, please. Next to this Five of Wands. The Four of Swords. You want peace of mind? Start being more faithful and reliable and consistent with what you really want. And it will come to you like that. Somebody can manifest it like that. It's really not even all that complicated. But someone likes complicated. And sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow and a hard thing to admit to yourself, when it's like, I actually feel more vindicated when I do have a challenge. So you might even subconsciously create challenges for yourself to have to overcome, because then it feels like you're living. It feels like you're earning something. Somebody maybe has a strong Capricorn energy or a strong Earth in general. It's like, I gotta earn it, I gotta earn it, I gotta earn it. And, I gotta climb out the mud, I gotta scrape, and it's like, sometimes yes, but sometimes no. Sometimes no. But it's like, if it comes like that, this masculine energy maybe has a higher chance of fumbling it, or just like not knowing what to do because they didn't have to scrape and deal with the devil to get there and all that. You know what I mean? It's like they didn't have to go through the chaos for it. So it's foreign. It feels off. Like I said, this person wants to be in the sun, but they genuinely probably wouldn't be able to handle it. Not in the way they think they would. Okay. So what's the wisdom for this masculine? For whoever this energy is for, what's the wisdom out of this energy? Orphaned, right. The wisdom that this masculine has to see is that they're abandoning themselves. They're orphaning their own self, their own soul, their own spirit. Because it fulfills a self-belief that they're not worthy of effortless ease in, let's say, connection, or in work, or in relationships, in partnerships, in life. So they then create situations that amplify that orphan energy. I don't belong anywhere. No one understands me. I'm all alone. Like, come on. It's like, at some point, you're choosing that as an identity. It doesn't have to be, but you're choosing it. Even if there have been situations where you felt abandoned, or maybe you were an orphan at one point, that's enough. You don't have to identify as that. But someone attracts in what affirms what they believe about themselves. I'm unlovable. I'm unlikable. No one really would like me if they really, And so you attract in people who are going to show you that, yeah, you're unlovable. Yeah, we don't really like you. Yeah, you're only good for this. Oh, yeah. Like, that's your co-creative process. And the universe is over there with temperance. Like, we want to show you the truth of who you are. We want to show you that 10 of cups and that 10 of pentacles. But if we show it to you, you're going to reject it because you don't identify with it. Like I said, the truth is somebody wants to be a devil. And the truth of their actual reflection is they're a loyal heart. Leo season. Nobody's loyal. Everybody, everybody's out to get you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what you're going to attract. You believe that nobody can be loyal to you, then you're going to attract people who cannot be loyal to you to save their life. And then you get that situation and you're like, oh, see, I knew it. No, you created it. You spoke it. Somebody got to be mindful of what they say. Chopped wood. This is work that somebody got to do. Okay? What you repeat. Chopped wood gives me chores, repetitive rituals throughout the day, actions. What you think repetitively, what you say repetitively, what you act on repetitively becomes your future. It's not the things you do occasionally. It's not the things you do every once in a while. It's the things you do day in and day out that build your life, build your future. So it's like every once in a while, this masculine might get into alignment, but they don't choose their alignment consistently, which is why nothing can consistently come in. Nothing can be consistent in their world because they themselves are not consistent. Even if they think, well, I work hard and I do this, and it's like, yeah, but you work against all that hard work when you're inconsistent in other areas. This is requiring a masculine to be whole, holistically aligned, not just picking and choosing. Yeah, chopping the wood, getting consistent, being reliable, practicing consistency, Page of Pentacles, is what prevents the change and the shifts in the wind. And again, building, you get to that 7 of Pentacles, you want to get to that 8, here comes something that takes you down to 4. Now you got build, and then now you want to get to the 8, and here comes something that takes you down to 3. It's to avoid that change in the wind, you yourself have to be an immovable force, a consistent force of energy. Right. Chaos and conflict. And that's what I mean. It's like somebody has convinced themselves that they thrive better in chaos and conflict, and that's not true. It's only true because that's what they believe. It's not the truth of their loyal heart. It's not the truth of their actual energy. So I just think there's a lot of identity things that a lot of masculine energies are going to be regenerating, going through. So again, you could be witnessing this in a masculine that's connected to you if you're a feminine tuning in. This could be your counterpart. This could be somebody you have a relationship with, a family member, whomever. Or I'm talking to you as the masculine. Maybe you are feminine and masculine energy, okay? So just keep in mind, no gender, just energy. So, soulmates. I didn't want this to be about love, but for somebody it is. In order for somebody to actually get the lover's energy, the soulmate that they really want, they gotta scrub off the paint, take the mask off. Be the zebra. Stop trying to be the giraffe. So that what is in alignment with that zebra energy can manifest. Because somebody is a manifestor. It's nothing. It could be so simple and so easy, but someone's made it so complicated. Somebody trying to control their relationship so maybe people don't abandon them is exactly what makes people abandon them. Right. Why am I orphaned? Why? So this is, again, a deeper wound maybe that has to be addressed, taken care of, tended to. Somebody just might even have to ask themselves, why do you feel like you're orphaned? What is making you think that you're unlovable, unwanted? Because feeling unwanted is a very destructive force in the form of a thought and a belief. Very, very destructive. It can ruin lives. It takes people out of here. But if you don't take the time to ask, okay, why do I think that? As opposed to just saying, that's the facts, that's the truth. It's not. Why? What happened that made you internalize that or believe that? Get to the root of it. Clarify this loyal heart. Mending. Yeah. Whatever chaos and conflict this masculine has gone through, is going through, continues to go through, is a reflection of their unmended heart. They've orphaned their own heart. They've abandoned themselves. Somebody has to go find and gather themselves. Again, so that's the consistency. Showing up for yourself. Show me the chop wood, and they got to make it a pattern. Right. Somebody's been pouring also into something that isn't going to yield them the results that they want. That's what I was saying with relationships. Somebody knows deep down that the people they choose to be in the Two of Cups with aren't really capable of moving beyond that Seven of Pentacles point, moving beyond the Five of Pentacles. They know inevitably it's going to fall apart, which is probably why they choose it. And once someone actually starts to get consistent, then everything that is inconsistent can't remain around. Will, again, walk away, but it won't feel like abandonment. It'll feel like freedom. Show me the change in a wind in reverse. Thinker, right. Wind, mental energy, air. Could be talking to an air sign here, or maybe you got a lot of air in your chart. Change in the wind can't happen until you change the mind. New thoughts can't come in until you clean out the old thoughts. Show me this chaos and conflict. Observer. Yeah. Think and observe. I feel like whoever this masculine is, they are going to start seeing themselves. I've been getting that too over on the membership side of the channel. Again, if you want to tune into the extra bonus readings, all of that is linked in the description box below for you to join. I'd love to have you on the membership side of this channel. Shout out to everybody who has joined recently. I appreciate you deep knowing. Yeah, it's like somebody's about to see themselves in a new way. That's the Hangman. It's like I never saw myself like that. I never thought that I was the issue. I never thought that it was really stemming from me, but someone's about to see that very clearly. Okay? And what will they see from this regeneration? That they're blessed. Exactly. It's like it's an identity shift that somebody's going through. It's almost like, I always get the short end of the stick. Shit always happens to me. It's always, everybody wants to pick on me. And it's like, you're picking on yourself. Somebody just doesn't see it like that, but you're picking on yourself. Someone's observing how they themselves are blessed. It's like they're seeing all this opportunity for them to step into that sun, ascend past the tower, do all the things and claim all the things they say they want. But they're in the way of it. And it almost feels like the divine has a blessing that wants to regenerate in this person's world. But again, they would have to align. And it could be the form of a soulmate. So the universe has a soulmate for whoever this masculine is. A leg up. Yeah, it's, again, yeah, whoever this masculine is, they have to let go of the narrative that the universe is against them and that everybody hates them. And it's just like always harder for them than it is for others. No. This masculine makes things harder for themselves because subconsciously they don't feel comfortable. They don't feel worthy of it without having to go through some sort of challenge, trauma, drama. Like, it feeds an adrenaline loop that they gotta break up with, low-key. Like, they gotta come out of. And the universe, again, wants to give him a leg up. Like, literally loves this person so very much. But they got to feel worthy of that love to receive it. And if not, something will remain unfinished. And who knows when you'll be able to actually finish it and complete it, okay? I'm going to leave it there. I really do hope that this message serves somebody well. If it did, drop your favorite rose emoji and favorite heart color emoji down in the comments below so I know that you were here. I know that you tuned in, and I know that you received some sort of clarity, confirmation, truth, healing, or guidance from this message. It truly helps me out as a reader, and I appreciate you again. Tap in with the channel memberships here. I also have personal reading memberships available on my website, cuspofroses.store. So if you want a monthly personal reading with me, you can join over there. You get free shipping store-wide plus other perks. So check that out. That's also linked down below. Okay, and if you want to be a part of the channeled insights kind of community, deeper kind of more thought-based side of this energy of this channel, you want to join the beehive link down below. Okay, and I really do appreciate everybody that has tuned in this far. If you're still here, I love you very much, and I do hope that this serves you well. I'll see you next season. Namaste.